Hello, everyone. I hope you all are having a great day. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the webinar Using Zoho Cliq to Zoom into Meetings. If the title didn't already give it away, today we'll be integrating Zoom into Zoho Cliq through the Cliq platform. Now, let's go over the agenda for this webinar. We'll start with some quick, short, fun facts about online meetings and how they have become an important part of our work lives. We'll then take a look at look at the integration, what it comprises of, and what it does. After that, we'll take a look at the integration itself and how it works in a demo. After the demo, we'll see why this integration is useful and could be useful for you. In the end, we'll of course take a look at meetings in Click and how they fare against Zoom. Here's a few fun facts about online meetings before we kick things off. Did you know that employees typically attend a minimum of 8 meetings per week? Meetings are a significant aspect of work, and it's crucial to ensure that they are as user friendly as possible. Interestingly, a whopping 79% of working professionals find virtual meetings to be more productive, and 7 out of 10 workers believe that they are less stressful than actual in person meetings. To boost productivity and employee happiness, many companies are shifting most of their meetings to the online realm. After all, happier employees tend to be more productive, and Zoom cashed in on this at the perfect time with the advent of remote working. As most of you might know already, Zoom is a video conferencing platform that provides all the necessary features that you would expect from a video conferencing platform. With so many users using Zoom, you will definitely come across at least one vendor or external collaborator who will want to attend a meeting only in Zoom because they are familiar with it. That's where the Zoom integration comes in to help you as a Click user. Let's get into the integration. We designed this integration to be as simple and straightforward as we can, and making it easy for you to follow and replicate. Our aim in keeping it minimal and to allow you the flexibility to customize it according to your exact requirements. Let's jump into what the integration that we have built for this demo can accomplish, and what it enables you to do. So this integration in particular that we've built for this demo, it will enable you to initiate Zoom meetings, review your Zoom, show what all the Zoom meetings that you've scheduled for your future, and receive timely and send you timely notifications regarding your scheduled meetings for the day. It's worth noting that these are just the functionalities that we've covered. You have the freedom to expand and create a more personalized and robust integration by adding more use cases to this. For instance, if you desire a post-meeting analysis from Zoom after every session, you can incorporate that into your version of the integration as well. Or if you want all the past meetings of 30 days, the last 30 days to be sent to your bot, you can have that as well. The possibilities are endless. Let's get into the components that we have used for this integration. We have used slash commands, schedulers, and bots. And of course, we've used connections. Connections is the way we connect Zoom and Click together. Now, before we get into the integration, we'll have to create a custom connection between Zoom and Click. Now, that is what I'm going to show you how to do it. I hope you can see my screen. So to create a custom connection between Click and Zoom, first you'll have to build an app in Zoom. To do that, go to a new tab, search for marketplace.zoom.us. This is the URL that you have to go. Now click on enter. You'll have to sign in, but you can see that on the top right, I've already signed in. If you haven't signed in, you'll have to sign in to develop the app. You go to develop, click on build app. You'll have the app type that we're going to build is OAuth authenticated. So click on create OAuth app. You're going to have to name your app. You can name your app whatever you want. Since I've already created this account, already has a connection with Zoom and Click, and I've already done everything that needs to be done for the integration, and it's ready to go. What I'm doing is creating another version just to showcase you how to create the connection. I've already created the connection called Zoho Cliq. So I'm gonna name this app as Click2, as I already have another connection. I would not like to publish this app on Zoom App Marketplace. I'm gonna turn this off. If you want to publish it, you can turn it on. Click on create. After you create the app, you will get the app credentials, which are the client ID and the client secret. This is what you're going to be using to connect to your Click account. For the redirect URL for OAuth, you'll have to enter the deluge callback URL. For that, I have this fancy little writer document. So this writer document contains all the URLs and the scopes and the connections and the codes that I'm going to be using in this webinar. Don't worry about anything because this document will be shared with you after the webinar. So you can use this for yourself. So the callback URL is https://deluge.zoho.com. So I'm going to copy this and I am going to paste it here. And scroll down, and you'll have to add this in the yellow list as well. You can paste it again and click on add allow list. It's allowed. Now you can skip. These are all optional things, so you can add information about the connection. Now what we have to do is skip to scopes. Now we need to add 3 scopes. The scopes are, if you click on add scopes, the scopes are meeting dot write dot admin. Go to user dot write dot admin, and account dot write dot admin. We need to provide these 3 scopes. Click on add. We need to provide these 3 scopes. So click and access those particular information from Zoom to make sure that the integration works. Now click on continue. The app credentials and the scopes have been added. That's it. Your app has been developed. If you want to add more information like the short description, your developer contact name or contact email, you can add it if you want. Those are optional. Now that I've created the app, I'm going to go back to Cliq. Now I have to create a connection in Cliq so that Cliq and Zoom are connected. To create a connection, go to your home page. On the top right corner, you have your profile picture. Click on the profile picture and go to bots and tools. Here at the bottom left, you have connections. Click on connection. Now I've already created my connection. I'll show you how it is. So the connection that I've already created is called Zoom. So this is already connected and with all the scopes. So I'll show you how to create this. To do that, click on create connection at the top right. We're going to be using a custom service. So click on custom service and create new service. Since I already have a connection with the service called Zoom, I'm going to name this as Zoom 2. So the authentication type is going to be OAuth2, and the parameter is going to be header. The grant type is going to be authorization code. Remember the client ID and the client secret that we saw in Zoom? That we're going to have to copy and paste it here. So go back to the app marketplace, app credentials, copy the client ID, paste it here, copy the client secret. Make sure this client secret is supposed to be a secret, and make sure you don't show this to anyone else. Just for the sake of this webinar, I'm going to show you. This is going to be deleted after the webinar, so no one will be able to access this information. For the authorization URL, access token URL, and refresh token URL, we have these here. The authorization URL, it's going to be zoom.us.oauth/authorize. I'm going to paste it here, copy. Access token is going to be zoom.us/oauth/token. I'm going to paste it here. And the refresh token is going to be the same. I'm going to paste it again. For the scopes, we already know the 3 scopes that we used. Meeting, write, admin. This is the admin access for meeting. You can create any display name. This is for your own reference. Meeting admin. The next one is user : so make sure this is : my bad. User : write : admin. This is going to be user admin access. And the next scope is going to be account : write : admin. I'm going to copy this and then I'm going to paste here. This is going to be account admin access. And that's it. Create a service. Now enter the connection name. I already have the connection name as Zoom. So I'm going to create this as Zoom 2. You can't have the same connection name and service name for more than one connection and service. Use the credentials of login user. Make sure all 3 scopes are selected and click on create and connect. Now click on connect. It's going to ask you to authorize this connection. Make sure this is the account. This is your Zoom account. If not, you'll have to switch accounts. So click on allow. This will authenticate the connection, and voila, that's it. Your Cliq and your Zoom are connected. Now you're free to create an integration between these two. So this since I've already created the connection Zoom and I already have all my integration set up, I'll showcase you how it all works. So the first integration that the first use case that we're gonna look at is going to be getting daily reminders about the scheduled meetings for the day. So if you're like me, I would like to plan my day at the start of the day every day so that I know what I'm gonna do the entire day. So if you're using Click as your central hub, and if you're having meetings in Click, your internal meetings in Click and your external meetings in Zoom, it's going to be a bit hard for you to keep track of what meetings you have and what your schedule is for the day. To make sure that everything is together in one place, you can have a scheduler that runs at 8 a.m. on a working day. So on a Monday to Friday basis, it runs on 8 day, and it pulls out all your meetings that are scheduled for that particular day and shows it to you the timing, when the meeting is going to start and how long the meeting is going to start. All this information is going to be put to you by the Zoom bot, so you can plan your day at the start easily. Let's see how it works in the demo. So I have the Zoom bot that I've created. You can see that the schedule is already run today, and it shows all the meetings that are scheduled for me today. Let's run the scheduler. If you scroll up, you can see that it gets it runs at 8 a.m. every day, and it shows what are the meetings that are scheduled for me that day. Let's test run the scheduler. So you can, at the bottom, you can see that there's nothing here. So I'm gonna to test run the scheduler. Go to click on the profile, bots and tools, schedulers. Since I've already created the scheduler, as it's going to be today's Zoom meetings, this is the scheduler that I've created. I'm going to make a trial run. So I'll make a trial run. It's executed successfully. And you can see that there's a new message posted by the Zoom bot saying today's meetings. What are today's meetings? So I have a meeting today at 27 September at 10:30 p.m. At 10:30 p.m. And I have another meeting at 11 p.m., which is going to be 60 minutes. So I have this scheduler runs at 8 a.m. every day in the morning. So you can plan your day at the start with all your Zoom meetings and your Click meetings together. So how does this work? To create a scheduler, go to click on your profile at the top right, bots and tools, schedulers, click on create scheduler. So today's meetings, you can write any name, today's Zoom meetings, and write a description. Will show uh, today's Zoom meetings. The recurring period, I want it weekly. So all the working days, I want it to run on all the working days from Monday to Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. If you have a Zoom meeting on Saturday, you can add Saturday, or if you want it daily, including Sunday, you can click it as daily. The time of execution, I want it at 8 a.m. or because my day starts at 8. But if you want to start it at 10 or 11 or 6 a.m., you can choose whichever time suits you the best. I want it at 8 a.m. So let's say I want it at 9 a.m. Click on save and edit code. This will open the code editor. So all you have to do is just copy the code that I have here. So all the codes that I have here are ready. All you have to do is just copy the code and paste it. Just copy and paste it here, and that's it. You click on save, it'll execute. If you go back, I'll show you the schedule that I've already created, which is today's Zoom meetings. And see that this is the same code that I've used that I have in the writer document. These codes are written to be simple, and all you have to do is just copy and paste it in your scheduler or your bot, and just save it, and that's and your integration is ready to go. A point to be noted is that in every code, under invoke URL, you can see that there is a thing called connection and the name of the connection. So when you create the connection, make sure you name your connection as Zoom. If you change your connection's name, let's say if it's Zoom 2 or Click Zoom or Click-Zoom, if you change your name, you'll have to change the name in the code as well, in the code that we're going to be providing. Make sure the connection name in the code and the connection name of the connection that you create are the same. So what is the second? That's it. That's how the scheduler works. So let's go back to the second use case, which is going to be bots, Zoom bot. So when if you come back at the bottom, you could see that there are three buttons: create meeting, three bot menu actions, create meeting, book meetings, and meetings today. So what these does is these three buttons give you shortcuts to do do things in Zoom. So the first shortcut, create meeting, as the name suggests, it lets you create a meeting directly with the click of a button. So if you click on here, this will create a meeting in your Zoom. So you can see that it creates a meeting in my Zoom app, and it creates a button for you to join your Zoom meeting directly from Cliq. If you click on join, if you open link, it'll open my Zoom app, and I'll jump directly into the meeting that I've created. This allows me to create a Zoom meeting with a click of a button. This is a shortcut for you, so you don't have to switch between the app and create a meeting and invite people. So I'm going to end the meeting. Close this. Let's look at the second button. The second button is going to be book meetings. If I click on that, so this shows up all the upcoming meetings. The difference between this and today's meeting is that you can see that this is the meeting that I just created, Zoho Cliq 27 September 23 at 10:21 that I just created, and the marketing meeting that I have at 10:30, and the Q3 budget that I have at 11. And there's also an extra meeting called unwind session, which is at 29th of September. The difference is that it shows all the scheduled meetings for the foreseeable future that I have in Zoom. So be it a week after or a month after, you all these meetings that are being scheduled in Zoom for you will be shown in book meetings. And the meetings today is the same as the scheduler. It just shows up all the meetings that you have for today, like after the current time. So this is the meeting that I just created, and the marketing meeting and the Q3 budget. You can see that the unwind session is not here. It's the same as the scheduler. So these three buttons are created by, you know how to create is click on profiles, bots and tools. To create a bot, you'll have to click on create bot, enter the name, description, the access level, and just save the bot. So I'll show you the bot that I've already created, which is going to be Zoom. I click on edit handlers. After you create the bot, these are all the handlers that you'll be able to edit. We haven't done anything. Or what we've done is three bot menu actions to keep it simple. So we've created a create meeting, book meeting, and meetings today. If you want to add another bot menu, you can enter a name. So bot menu 3, 4. If you want to add another menu, you can add a menu here, and you can create enter the code here. So I'll delete this. So all these three have their own separate codes. So create meetings. These codes are also present in this writer document. All you have to do is just copy the code and paste it in here, and these three bot menu actions are ready to go for you. The next use case would be a slash command. A slash command as a simple shortcut to create a Zoom meeting. So let's go back to Cliq. Let's say I have this thread. I have this thread where a desk bot has shown me that there are 50 open tickets, 17 overdue tickets. I've told everyone that we'll have a meeting today regarding the open tickets. Most of the support team don't like to have the meeting in Zoom, let's say. So instead of having to create a Zoom meeting, I have 30 thread followers here. Instead of creating a meeting in Zoom and inviting everyone by email, all I have to do is click on type /Zoom and enter. This will create a meeting in my Zoom, and it will also post a message with a message card with a button here in the thread. So anyone in the thread, all they have to do is click on join, and they'll automatically come into my meeting in Zoom. I don't have to invite anyone. No one has to be invited. No one has to even open Zoom on their own. All they have to do is click on the button, and then they'll drop in directly into the Zoom meeting. This is a really handy shortcut for you to create meetings on the fly without having to invite anyone. So anyone in this thread, all they have to do is click on the button and they'll join the Zoom meeting. So you can create the you can use the slash command in any channel, and anyone in the channel will be able to join the Zoom meeting with the use of the join button. So these are all the three use cases that we've covered. We made it simple so that it's easy for you to follow up and you and recreate. You can add more. You can add more use cases, and you can make the integration much more complex and useful according to your use case. They've made these use cases simple so that it caters to everyone who uses Zoom. So let's consider why you should consider integrating Zoom with Click. As I mentioned at the beginning of this webinar, Zoom boasts an impressive amount of users. This user base includes a substantial base of a lot of business customers. It's highly likely that at some point you'll find yourself in a situation where an external collaborator prefers Zoom for meetings as they are more familiar with it. Now picture this scenario. You're a Click user and Click serves as your primary hub for all communication and collaboration. In such cases, this integration proves invaluable. By seamlessly integrating Zoom within Click, you can significantly reduce the need for context switching. No more hopping between apps to create or view meetings. Everything can be done within the familiar Click user interface. This not only saves you valuable time, but also streamlines your communication workflow. Moreover, the feature that provides notification for upcoming meetings on your agenda, the scheduler, ensures that you can plan your day efficiently. With this integration, the information that you require from your Zoom meetings becomes readily accessible within Click, and thus thereby centralizing all your vital data under one app. It simplifies the way you access and manage information, enhancing your overall productivity and efficiency. Now, it wouldn't be fair if we didn't talk about our own in-house meeting services provided by Click when we're talking about meetings. As Click users, most of you probably have used Click meetings for your daily meetings. But how do our services fare against the leading video conferencing platform, Zoom? Let's have a side-by-side comparison of both the services and see how it fares. Here you can see that Zoho Cliq supports up to 10,000 participants in its paid plan, while Zoom, even in its paid plan, supports only up to 1,000 participants. You know that as a Click user, you know that Click is a unified communication platform. Video conferencing and audio conferencing is not the only things that you can use with Zoho Cliq. You can chat with other people, you can see their statuses, you can collaborate with each other. You basically have your entire office in a digital database inside your laptop or your PC or your device, or even on your hand, in your mobile phone. While Zoom, it only offers a basic video conferencing platform. You can video call or audio call. The use cases are limited with Zoom because it's a completely different product. Zoho Cliq offers up to 100 GBs of cloud storage per person in its paid plan, while Zoom offers only 10 GB recording cloud storage per person, even in its paid plan. Extra storage you'll have to buy it. While both Click and Zoom provide a free version and a paid version, the difference is in the paid version. So you can see that Zoho Cliq is much more competitively priced, where it costs only $1 to $3 per month per user, while Zoom costs an impressive $15 to $20 per person per month. So this is like a 15 times more costly with much less use cases. So Click also supports chat-based RSVP, where you can accept a meeting or deny attending a meeting directly from chat. While Zoom, you'll have to go to the meeting, you'll have to view the meeting and decline it there. Zoho Cliq's free version supports recording, while Zoom's free version doesn't support recording. While Click and Zoom are both supported on a wide range of devices such as mobile phones, laptops, and PCs. Click is also the only difference is that Click is also supported on your smart TVs. If you have a smart TV, we have another app called Zoho Cliq TVs, where you can attend your meetings directly on the big screen without having to leave the comfort of your couch. For Zoho Cliq, there is no time limit for the free version, which is a big issue with Zoom, as everyone knows. As you guys use Zoom, Zoom has, for the free version, has 40 minutes of time limit. After the 40 minutes are over, Zoom automatically ends your meeting, and you'll have to create another one and start from scratch. Invite everyone again. Well, both after that, they both give the same features, security features like passwords, waiting rooms, and role-based accesses. And they both support screen sharing, presentation, and whiteboards like every other video conferencing platform. So here you can see that Zoho Cliq almost is better, or even is equal or even better than Zoom in most use cases, and it's also much more competitively priced. And as Click users, you'll benefit much more by using Zoho Click's in-house meetings than Zoom, as as the integration between the Zoho apps and Click is much better if you use the in-house version. So I hope you guys will try the Zoho Click version of the meetings. And if you still want to use Zoom for external collaborators or even internal meetings, you can try this integration and make it like update it so this integration supports you. Thank you everyone.